Alright, the recording has started. The timer has started. So, before I start, here is a quick rundown. I like to watch Let's Plays. I find them very entertaining. I like video games, but I have a hard time making myself finish them. So I want to teach myself to make Let's Plays with the added bonus of actually finishing games. So this will not be professionally done because I am learning how to do all this junk from scratch. I think I have recording set up decently. I might have audio ducking set up decently. We're going to find out. I know I still need to figure out dual audio channels though, but that's for another day. I'm very excited to play this game. I love this game. Alright. Long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. And I also apologize for pronouncing things wrong. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. To satiate the appetite of Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on necks the size of tree trunks, its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. This is a really long intro. I forgot about that. But I'm still excited. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranui. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village, and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior, Nagi, attempted many times to challenge the wolf. Also, I can't figure out how to speed up the text. But his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white-plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into Okami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by this sign. Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Nagi traveled to the Beast Cave in place of his beloved. Aww. The Moon Cave. Ooh. A place as dark as evil itself served as Orochi's home. As Nagi stood bravely before the entrance, a beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced, well into the moonless night. Orochi's hide was like steel. The blade left nary a scratch. Ooh, regrettable. Nagi's energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranui, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Getting tongue-tied. Baring its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt towards Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying heads, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. As Orochi closed in on Shiranui, sharpened claws glistening, a gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Orchi's strike would be the final blow, but Shiranui refused to give in. With its last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. Guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary. Channeling all his strength into his scarred and battered arms, he leapt ferociously toward Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. Ooh. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers, was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, then closed its eyes and drifted off as if into slumber. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukuyomi and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. Oh, however, it's not the end of the story. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years had passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. I am noticing some lag, so that might be something else that gets in my way of learning how to do this. Because unfortunately, I don't actually have a computer to record this on. I'm on a tablet. Ooh, mysterious figure. Is this the legendary sword? Is this Tsukuyomi? The sword that banished the dreaded Orochi? I don't know, is it? Da da da. No, couldn't be. It's just a legend. Nothing but a fairy tale. Oh. Oh my. Well, I don't know how it's coming out in the recording, but the sound in my headphones is pretty darn out of sync with what's happening on the screen. And now, suddenly somewhat back in sync. Anyway, oh, he who seeks power, he who has broken my bonds. Seek the words, I wish darkness unto the world. Utter that prayer unto me, and unleash my power. Ah. Oh yeah, the sound is definitely still out of sync. Well, that's just something else that I'm gonna have to learn how to deal with. And learn how to do Let's Plays. Either I'm going to be able to find a way to sync things back up, or I'm gonna have to pick another game that can actually run on a tablet without causing these issues. But for now, look at that. Trees ripped straight out of the ground. And another comment from me about this being a really long intro scene. Alright. A horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Kamiki Village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins. Uh-oh. Oh, aha, hello. Wood sprite, Sakuya. Troublesome indeed. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. What has transpired to bring about such calamity? We must act quickly. There is no time to lose. My power has diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu, now is the time. We never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. Boom! Magical wolf transformation. Straight to the point. Okami Amaterasu. Ah, such divine white light. Such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such a wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother and the origin of all that is, Amaterasu. How delightful to see that the Savior, whose brave sacrifice sealed the evil demon so many years ago, has not changed one bit. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart. Aww. Sniff. I mean, I feel you, girl. Like, I feel like going to sleep right after I wake up too. Amaterasu. Gaze above you and take in the condition of the sky. Yeah, it looks pretty rough. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Nippon. But their circumstances been worse than they are at this very moment. Please use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. Wait, my controller vibrating. Eh? What is this? Has something stolen its way into my robe? Ho ho ho! Ooh hee hee hee! Ah ha 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 ha! Earth? You again? The mysterious, shining little creature. Ow, 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 ow. Are you nuts? Boy, for a little thing, you sure make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting. That's all. times not to call me that. I'm wandering artist. The name's Isun. Wow, this lag is getting worse. But I'm hoping if I can just get through these graphic heavy cutscenes, maybe things will smooth out. Alright, I'll show you just how great I am, and it won't be long till you're bowing before my great brush. Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? Oh, Skitty is pretty adorable in this style. She looks more elegant in your drawing, not cute. With you, Furball, you look kinda down in the dumps. Actually, you look kinda familiar. Got it. You look just like that statue of Shiranui. Snack time. Oh, it's expired. Whoa, what do you think you're doing? You crazy? A handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slobber. You'll regret messing with the great Isun. Don't make me use my prized sword, Tinkomaru, against you. Man, I have this on the lowest graphic setting, I think, but it's still struggling. Anyway, what's that growling sound? And why is it so dark anyway? Oh, great God, Amaterasu. I've used all the power I have to protect Kamiki Village. The village lives on. Their spirits lie encased in my fruit. Cut it free, and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore life to the world. The trees return to normal, huh? That Sakuya girl sure said some weird stuff. The villagers' spirits are being kept inside the fruit? That's the fruit. That girl said that if you cut it down, the village will be restored. But it's awfully high up there. If you don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're gonna reach it. This darkness is really getting to me too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap. That is... I finally, after all that time, have control of my controller. But, oh no. Look at it slot. It has been 25 minutes. Almost. Like, I've got a timer going over here. Oh my god. Okay. Let's go in here. And see if getting away from all that turmoil does anything to improve the lag. Where are we? It got awfully quiet all of a sudden. I don't remember any place like this in the village. Well, we better keep our eyes peeled. You can use the right pad to look around. LB changes your point of view. Oh, this slog is getting less and less tolerable as I go. Boy, you really look so helpless. You sure you're gonna be okay? Okay. Alright, how did you say I can look around? Alright, tapping this changes that. Tapping that does nothing. How do I? Okay, that changes the camera angle. Alright, that's enough of this. This is supposed to be educational for me. This is supposed to be a sound and settings test. Obviously, I have some settings that I need to tweak if I have any hope of continuing this. And I won't really know what I need to change on the sound until I can hear it on YouTube. So for now, this is gonna be it. And hopefully, oh, what did I just do? Hopefully, I'll be able to figure some things out so that I can actually continue learning and playing the game until completion. I don't have a sign off quote. I'm not a professional. Bye.